I was tired of starting the video with "Hey everyone," so I said "yo" instead. I hope that's okay. Please comment if you miss "Hey everyone." No, but seriously, I'm going to be showing you guys 5 example solves. I went on QQ Timer and I selected relays, lots of 3x3s, and it spat out 5 scrambles for me to do, and so I'm just going to go down the list and do them. I'm going to point out a few things before I do the solves so that you're clear on what this video is about and what it is not about. So this video is about speed solving and walkthrough solves. So I'm going to show you guys what I will see during an inspection, usually a 15-second inspection on a speed solve. And so I won't be doing anything crazy. If there's something that's normally not part of the method, like anything beyond the EO line, like maybe an extra cross piece or something, I will point that out to you. Otherwise, this will be strictly what I do in a speed solve. So it will be practical and it will be usable, or at least, what I would do. The other thing is I use the ZZ method, if you don't know already, and it's pretty different. At least the beginning is very different from other methods, and if you haven't done, reading on it, I don't think you will fully understand what's going on. I'm not about to teach you guys the method in one video. I believe ZZ deserves a more deep explanation, so I'm going to make another ZZ tutorial. It's already in the process of being made, but I'm going to finish it and I'm going to put it on when I get a chance. This will just show you what I do. I won't explain exactly what makes a wrong edge and blah blah blah. I'm just going to assume you know that it's wrong. So for ZZ solvers out there, hopefully this will help you guys hone your own skills. You can see some of the ideas I use and take them for yourself if you think they're worth it, or you can just observe and see what the other ZZ solvers do. I think that's really interesting, especially for a method with very few users. If you're not a ZZ solver and you're curious about the method, hopefully this will show you guys what the method is all about. And I guess if you're not a ZZ solver and you're not curious about the method, I don't know why you're watching this video, but if you find it amusing, just feel free to continue watching. Anyways, I'm going to start. All right. All right, so I had to take a look at it. The EO line sometimes is a pain to plan. This one's not so bad. So I have 6 wrong edges. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. So what I'm going to do here is I can see the EO line already from here. It's F prime, U2, R prime, L prime, F prime, R prime, D prime. I forgot how many moves that is, but that's exactly what's going to happen. So I'll explain now what happens. So F prime, solving these 3 wrong edges, or at least orienting them so they're correct, but I purposely made this one wrong, and the U2 R prime L prime puts everything on the front face, and then the F prime orients all the pieces. And as you noticed, this piece was originally here, but after applying 2 F primes to it, it's moved to here, which is great because now it's opposite of this, and I can just solve the EO line like that. And while I do the D move here, I notice that this one can be solved, and it will cause this edge to be solved. All right, so at this point right now, this point is the beginning of the F2L. I'm either going to make a pair, kind of like how CFOP works, if you know what that means. Otherwise, I will make a block down here, which is not what a typical CFOP solver would do. So I have 8 choices for that. Pair block or pair block and multiply that by the other side. So there are quite a few things I could do. What I know is that this piece is solved, and I'm not going to do the right block because it sucks. I can't see any of the corners from here, I know where they are because the only two places they could be are back here, and they are back here, but that's not helpful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this piece chill here, and I'm going to solve the front slot over here. I'm going to fill these up with these two pieces, and then I am going to solve this one over here. And because I know that the moves I'm going to use to put this one in here don't affect this, I'm only required to track this piece, which is really stress-free and easy because I'm only looking at one piece as opposed to two, so it's much better for me that way. And I know this piece is orange, not because I can see it from here. This is about what I would see. The camera's really close to my head. I know that it's not anywhere else because it just doesn't fit the bill. The closest piece is over here because from my angle right here I can only see blue, but if this was blue, this one have to be yellow because blue-white is over here, and anything else with blue-green doesn't exist, blue-red or blue-orange, it would be misoriented, and I'm not about to assume that I did my first step wrong because that would be ridiculous. So I know that it's not any of my right or left colors. So by the process of elimination, this is the piece that goes here. So I'm going to do the left block in one motion. Keep your eye on this piece and see how the single motion solves this pair and this, I guess, this corner. All right. So now I have the right block to do, and I'm going to solve these two. Cool, right? And then with this one, and I pull this one up, this would be complete, you know, it would complete my R2, but as I'm pulling this up, I know that this will be connected, so I'm going to turn through it like that. And this is last layer, OLL PLL. All right. This is really cool. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start executing the EO line from the green front. I know that I solve always with the blue front, but it's much easier for me in the green front. In this case, because I will put this edge over here, which serves the dual purpose of letting it, you know, stay within my scope and me creating a pair when I orient the edges. This is really cool, and this is one of the things that, you know, it could qualify as a bit ambitious or abstract, but the original starting position was like this, and what I'm going to do is a U and a B prime to form this pair while I orient the edges, and then I'm going to put these two up here and then solve the EO line like this, and then from here I'm going to rotate and my pair is preserved like this, because I know I didn't destroy it when I solved the EO line, so I'm not afraid to start the EO line like this and do a rotation because I know that this pair is over here. So what I'm going to do now is solve this pair, hide it down here like that. All right, now I'm going to solve this block. Process of elimination again. The piece is over here. It can't be anywhere else because the only other piece with orange is over here, and it's definitely not blue. So I'm going to put this one over here. This one goes up, creating a pair, and then insert left, like that. Now, I have two choices left. This one's an obvious choice. This connected pair is much easier to do than this connected pair, at least with what I know. So I'm going to do it, and this is one of the ones that I can't predict where these two will end up because I just can't. So I'm just going to keep an eye out on them. All right, so over here, I know that these ones will pair, so I actually cancel the moves, and this is last layer. Okay, so 4 wrong edges, and that's very straightforward. Sorry, bad joke. So these two are already in their place, so I'm not going to mess with them. Instead, I'm going to put these two over here, like this, and solve this. And this is on top, and so I'm going to put this here and do that. So I solved this cross piece. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, I know that these two are a block, and it goes with this one. And as I'm turning this up, I see this pair already. So now I've done two pairs. The first one was a little bit, like the piece was here and the block was here, but the second one was very obvious. Now I have two pairs to do, so two empty slots, and I have to make a choice. I'm going to actually ask you what you would do. So if you want to take the time to think, pause the video, and I'll show you. This is exactly what I see from my eyes. Pause the video. If not, I'll continue. All right, I'm going to continue. So what I asked was, which pair is easier? Because obviously you have two and you have to do one. Which is easier? I would say that this one is easier. The reason is, by the process of elimination, I know that the edge that goes with this corner is solved. It actually is, because yellow, 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 so none of the other edges, including this one, which is obviously not anywhere close to being related to this, none of them fit the bill. So I know that this is most definitely solved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve these two first while tracking this. And this is kind of like the earlier scramble I did when the edge was solved. In fact, I think it was the same edge. I only have to track one piece while solving a pair, so it's very lightweight. Like that. And then this is COLL and a U-perm. Okay. Alright, so over here what I'm going to do is there are four wrong edges and they are easier executed from the green front, even though, again, I saw from the blue front. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So I'm going to do D, L, U prime to group them all. And then I know that this edge piece is over here. So when I'm faced with a choice F or F prime, I choose F because now they're opposite. And then I do this, and then I do the rotation like that. So now I have some pairs to do. This is really obvious, so I'm just going to do that with this one. And this one, and this one. Okay, and now this one with this one. And these two link. And this is COLL. And this is a U-perm. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, since there are 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm going to put this one over here, making this one, which was originally right, wrong, and it'll end up here, and then I'm going to do a fancy, I guess, ring finger and index finger poem with an R prime. So it'll look like this. Like that. Pretty cool. So from here, the EO line is solved, as well as the cross piece. I'm going to solve this block here. So like this. Right? And then I have going to do this one. And here's the reason. So we learned already that if the piece is over here, it's going to stay over here. So I know that it's over here. And anything I do over here will not really mess with this. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and it will pull this corner piece out, and I know this corner piece is here because I don't see any other white corners anywhere. So for sure this one is over here. So I'm going to solve this one first, and then I'm going to link to this one because this one will be easy because I'm going to track this one, and while I do this one, I'm going to look at the other one. So the 3 pairs will be done in more or less one motion like this. Okay, and the OLL skip was unintentional. I did not know that was going to happen, but it's pretty good that it happened. All right, so there you have it. I've done 5 example solves. If I have time, I will do 5 more, and possibly, if I have even more time, 5 more. And I'll continue doing this whenever I have spare time.